Hello everybody, I am Ale from Delta del Tempo, and today we are here to launch a new kind of video in which we will be directly in front of the camera to discuss movies a few days from their release in theaters or on streaming platforms. Today we will start with the greatly anticipated Dune by Denis Villeneuve. We were very excited to watch this movie, and recently we published two videos, one dealing with Villeneuve's filmography and the other with the previous movie adaptations of Dune. In these videos, we speculated about the nature of this new movie, because it seemed a further step in Villeneuve's career, and also because he seemed to have learned from the mistakes of his predecessors. After watching Dune Part 1, as Villeneuve himself called it, we can confirm that this is not only a great movie, but an excellent adaptation. But what is the plot of Dune? Well, in a distant future, all the known space is unified under the rule of an emperor. However, as in all situations, there are people that try to gain more and more power. One noble family in particular, the Atreides, is gaining too much power and respect for the emperor to tolerate it. So, he decides to send them to the desert planet Arrakis to have another rival family, the Harkonnens, kill them and eliminate their threat. But everybody is unaware that in the young heir of the Atreides, Paul, resides much more power than his young age suggests. In the deserts of his new home, he has to grow and to find the strength to survive and avenge his family. This plot isn't too complex, but the true problem in adapting Dune is managing to portray all the world that is beyond the events of the novel. Splitting the story of the book into two parts allowed Villeneuve to use this first one as an introduction to the immense universe that Frank Herbert described. The lore of Dune is very complex. There are a lot of different families, organizations, religions and populations, but Villeneuve managed to make it comprehensible even to someone that hasn't read the books or hasn't watched the previous movie adaptations. Also, Villeneuve hasn't followed the books blindly, but he avoided excessive exposition by cutting some elements that weren't needed for the comprehension of the plot. He also was able to give an ending to this movie that doesn't seem abrupt or forced. Villeneuve always demands complete artistic freedom, but the production didn't allow him to film the two parts together, binding the realization of the second to the success of the first. For this reason, the movie has been realized to stand on its own, but is led to the exclusion of some characters that are essential for the plot. It is too soon to criticize, but at the moment we don't know if the project will see its end, and if the two parts will be organically organized. Probably, shooting the two parts together would have prevented many critics found online, but we think that Villeneuve's work needs praise nonetheless. For example, the shields were one of the biggest flaws of the 80s movie, but Villeneuve managed to realize them better, surely thanks to the advancement in technologies, but also because he had a better idea. Also, all the other VFX are great, but Villeneuve used them sparingly, and that's the way to go. It is always interesting to observe how different authors can interpret a source material in almost opposite ways. While Lynch's costume and scenic design was pompous and baroque, Villeneuve's one is serious and practical. The spaceship convey a sense of heaviness, and their design is almost realistic, as well as the one of the cities and of the buildings. Also, the costumes are stern, but they help the spectator to immerse in what is described as a possible future. And they may do it even more than the ones from Lynch's movie that were inspired from the past. The costumes truly highlight the features of their owners, such as the brutality of the Harkonnens, the nobility of the Atreides, and the Fremen's resilience, and they are of great help to the actorial performances of the cast, who, as expected from the names, did a great job. All the characters are portrayed perfectly, and Timothée Chalamet in particular demonstrated once more with his role that he has a great career ahead of himself. We hope to see more from some characters that appear briefly, such as Javier Bardem's Stilgar and Zendaya's Shani, that are excellently in part. In a movie that is as serious and grim as this Dune, it may seem impossible for the director to convey his emotions and passion, but the care and love that Villeneuve put in the realization of this movie make all those almost tangible. This movie also confirms to be a further step in Villeneuve's career. All the themes he likes to explore and many features of his style can be found here. For example, the importance of the characters' decisions and the response to unexpected events. And also, the desert as an essential element, a place of change and growth. We think that Denis Villeneuve managed to realize a great movie once again, and we suggest you, if you can, to watch it in a cinema. We really like Dune, and we hope to see a second, even more epic and great part soon. We hope you liked this video. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the releases of our next videos. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video. Ciao a tutti!